Whenever humans are interacting, there are dynamics, there are preferences, biases, everything comes into play. And again, as I said, this is a realization over years that, if we sit and keep complaining that it's not an ideal world, I did A and I should have probably been rewarded for A. It's not something that you can, just keep sitting and complaining about. So I think, yes, these dynamics play a big role. The individual has to identify what strengths they have to navigate these, that exist in an organization. Sometimes it's probably not possible, things don't work out. Then that's when probably someone has to decide whether the organization itself is the right organization for them or not. But somewhere I think these do play a significant role. But it again comes back to the point that you are the owner of your career. You have to figure out how to navigate. And if you don't see a way out, then maybe the alternative is to look for a new setup. But the reality is, again, if someone is wishing that I move from one setup to another, and that will be a very different world, the reality is similar things will play out in a different context or a different setting.
Yeah, the grass is greener on the other side. So that's quite true. But, I keep on listening to the genuinely frustrating stories from service-based companies also, mid-sized companies also. But I think it's mostly, not everything can be under your control, but then it's the mindset shift that could actually play in your support. And not be, as you said, in the victim part of it always. Like you can't be on that side of the story always. Things will not go favorable.
And if I may add, like for me, I wouldn't say that I had this mindset always, right? I mean, I have had that victim mindset. Time. Yeah, I mean, it's just that now I'm kind of coming to terms with the fact that I've probably shown that victim mindset during my early days as well. And probably even much longer than I should have. So
yeah, technical knowledge or the overall knowledge is definitely, it's a mandate. But then apart from that, I think we touched upon personal branding. Which is kind of a result of visibility.
Yes.
Being proactive about an opportunity, you grab it. Like you said, like you be open for those kind of opportunities. Secondly, the personal branding, I think it's also kind of connected to networking. They go hand in hand. You can't be a personal brand in your bedroom. It's of no use.
Absolutely.
Right. And also the timing. Right. If you're, a lot of people say that, this guy just got lucky. Nobody's lucky. They were present for the right reason, the right time. That's what played. So I think if we combine all of these things, would you say this is the whole package someone needs to be, adopting to for their career growth?
Absolutely. And again, in an organization, I think two aspects, right? One, the work that you do, there's excellence expected in that for sure. But in terms of how much others understand what you offer, as an individual, as a brand, that I think is up to you. And that's where your own introspection or assessment is important. How do you do it? Because networking for me, again, personally, being very honest, is not something that comes naturally. And I would say I'm still struggling with it. But then the point is that networking doesn't necessarily mean that I have to be everywhere and talk to everyone and everyone should know about me. I have to look at what resonates with me. If probably working with specific individuals in other teams or specific initiatives in other teams is something that really drives me, that's good enough for me. And it's fine. I mean, if I can do it only to that extent. So one shouldn't probably, sometimes, I'll be very honest again, LinkedIn, if I may talk about it. You have these templates now on, how to initiate a connect, how to connect with someone. And, no matter how polished or great it is, the other person can understand what it is about. So somewhere I think we have to be very clear about when we are doing these things, even networking and probably getting involved, do something that you really think is meaningful for you as well as probably for the other person. And if not, probably it's not worth pursuing because it might not lead anywhere.
It might soon become a liability. If you're not genuinely having a common chord to connect. Yeah, great. Okay, I'll give you a situation, all right? Because we spoke about the politics part and personal branding, a lot of things. So let's say there are two employees. Okay, so one consistently delivers high quality work and like the company wants, a manager wants to do some stretch goals, he also does that. Whereas there is another employee, right, who kind of delivers average work sometimes, but he has a very strong visibility, networking aptitude and quite a good rapport across the teams. Who should be rewarded more?
I think I don't want to complicate it, but depends on what is it that we are referring to when we say reward. Because for me, in terms of deliverables within the team, if someone is really doing exceptionally well, is ready to step up and kind of, take stretch assignments and still deliver, I think monetarily, increments, promotion, obviously he's a better candidate for sure. And let's say someone who's probably, and you said like average work sometimes, it's scary, because if you're doing average work every time, it's still good. But average work sometimes, and probably you're still good at networking, then potentially maybe, you will find your way in the organization. Maybe someone values you more than what you're delivering. But for me, if I look at what they are doing in my team, I would obviously think that the first person is probably more deserving when it comes to increments or, growth opportunities. The other person, again, based on his performance, it will be assessed objectively, but then he probably could still end up getting an internal job posting because of, the fact that he contributed to other initiatives and, others know him better probably.
Okay. So it means that the good way or the mid pathway is probably deliver what you were supposed to do with your full intent, plus also like work for your personal branding and do some networking and all, at least.
I think, again, this is just my perspective, right? Again, there could be so many individuals or so many managers looking at it very differently.
Correct.
So for me, yes, it's like, do your best and try keep challenging the boundaries of what you're doing, and someone somewhere will notice. If you feel that, you have that fulfillment, the biggest question to ask is, am I looking forward to, going to work today or logging in today?
Correct.
If that every day is a big excitement, then it's great. If not, then things have to be figured out. Something you are doing wrong or something probably is wrong in the...
So this is for sure that just doing good work alone, that's not a guarantee of tomorrow's success, right?